Yeah, so let's get into the topic du jour here with this Alex the Whale, and we do know that it was him. We don't really know if his name was Alex. Who knows? Maybe that's just the pseudonym that he gave himself. But we do know that he has a wallet that has been tracked by people because, again, this is crypto, and you can see the blockchain. But yeah, Sunday evening, EHEX plummeted 25% in like 5 minutes. I mean, it was a huge red candle out of nowhere as famed whale Alex continues to dump. He actually allegedly ended up selling his entire position by the end of the night that night after pretending straight up, lying if that was really him, that he had other intentions on stream with Matti Allin a few weeks ago. That was the stream where Matty was on it. His typical group, Toby One, I think, Crispy Man, and Axis were on there.
Yeah.
But it's another reason not to take these guys, these whale people, seriously or mimic what they do in either direction in any market, really. Everybody's on Michael Burry today because he ended a short and he's going to put in a new. I don't give a shit what Michael Burry's doing with the S&P 500 right now, but this is what people do. I mean, they follow what whales do. A question I want to ask you, Ewok, I think we're totally going to agree on this point, but I have seen some dissent on Twitter kind of amongst people. But does Matty deserve any hate that he gets for having Alex on, do you think? We'll talk a little bit about that stream. I know we did before, but should Matty be held accountable? To his credit, I've seen him on Twitter, asking the day after they had that stream, like, did you guys value this stream? Did you hate it? Whatever. What do you think? Now that we're seeing this from Alex, who said that he was, it's going to go way past 56 cents. I'm all in, blah, blah, blah. And then he's selling on a 2X. So what do you think? Does Matty deserve any hate he's getting for this?
No, he doesn't deserve any hate. Matty's making videos just like we are. You know what I mean? And because he's got, I don't even know how many subscribers Matty has. He's probably over 10,000, I would guess. With that is going to come a lot of haters. You're not going to make everybody happy. It doesn't matter what he does or what he covers. There's always going to be people that are riding him. So no, I think somebody reached out to him and they said, well, hey, let's do this on stream. And he's like, oh yeah, okay, great. It makes good watching.
Definitely.
There's a angle though that people aren't talking about. And I was thinking about this earlier when I was reading the notes and what we're going to talk about tonight. And this is a possibility. And I'm not saying it's probability. It's a possibility. I think because we saw the dumping happen, on stream. So the first question you have to ask was this guy just doing a pump and dump? Well, we don't know his true intentions. Only he really knows that. Was he planning all along to FOMO people buying in and then just make a little profit and get out? Or did the whale watching become so intense where he couldn't make a move without everybody knowing what his address was? It's one of the reasons why you and I were talking about this the other night is when he sold off everything, he sent it to stake.com, which is a online casino gambling site where you can send just about any crypto in to your account. And then honestly, you have a lot of choices on what they send you back. So you can completely act as a mixer on anything, send it in, create a new address, send it back out, and then maybe buy in where he's not being watched. That's a possibility too that I think nobody has really talked about. If they did, I haven't heard it, but maybe it's just the whale watching got too intense for him. Because like I said, they knew every time he did anything, and possible that he didn't like that. So, there could always be that. But again, back to the whole thing, the whale splashing, whatever, there's always going to be people in every coin that own way more than you do that can do this to the price. People freak out all the time about these whales. And are we back to the price it was before? I think we've almost gotten back to where it was before he dumped. Maybe not quite, but I think it's close. So,
not at this very moment. I mean, now we're heading back towards there again.
Okay,
just because today's been a red day. But I mean, it did recover a little bit over the last.
Yeah, I mean, it recovers, and honestly, it doesn't take much to get back to where it was. people put so much weight and emphasis on these whale accounts when they sell. You know, it is part of the beauty of especially Hex, where the low liquidity can make the price run like crazy, but it can also make it dip really hard. You know, it's just one of the benefits that we talk about of being a low liquidity token like that is, you know, doesn't take a whole lot of buying to get some green candles, and then as it gets higher, the liquidity will definitely increase to kind of keep it up there until bear market time happens. Liquidity gets removed, and then it falls again pretty hard. So, you know, it is what it is. I just think that is a possibility of, you know, him possibly not like being watched. So
Yeah,
who knows what
true.
happens when he sends it into stake.com, unless there's somebody that, you know, can analyze that and see what's coming back out. But I really don't think there's a way to do that.
Yeah, I don't think I understand everybody's wanting to assume that there's something nefarious or whatever going on. Which I mean, if you want to call selling on a profit nefarious, go
Yeah.
ahead. I mean, if that's what the guy wants to do, it's what he wants to do.
Yep.
But on the Matty Allin point, yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, either way, at the very least, it's a funny interview to look back on. I mean, the guy was definitely weird while on stream, and I'll say this too. I think Axis said it, and Crispy Man might have said it too. Both of them after, I mean, they were being polite, but after the guy left, they said, it's hard for me to take anybody at face value, I'll say, when they're not doxxed. So, yeah, I totally understand that. And those guys may have already been proven right about that. And Matty even was skeptical on stream, actually, because he kept saying that there were people trying to get into the stream on the back end that he didn't invite and had no idea how they got the link or anything like that. So evidently, whoever this person was, like, shared the link with other people as well.
Oh,
yeah, he was saying that on the stream.
Okay, I missed that part.
Yes, he was like zoned out at the beginning of the interview because he was dealing with that and seeing these guys trying to get in the stream, and he's like, "Who the hell are these people? I didn't send the link to them." So yeah, there's many shady things that did go on there, but yeah, I don't know what to make of the guy. But look, overall, what does this tell you? Let's stop giving a shit about like what a whale wallet does in any direction. Yeah. I mean, yes, for a couple hours on Sunday night, the price went down. Okay. Not really that big of a deal. Another opportunity to buy, and long term for where this thing is going to go, that really doesn't matter that much. I don't think people realize that.
And I think we're better off that he got out now, right? Instead of when it was up to, say we were approaching 10 cents, 20 cents, and he dumped it. That could have been really bad for psyches of everybody when you see that, man, we got here again and now it's dumping again. Right. So yeah, let's be thankful he got out now.
And we talked about this before. If you think that this is unique to Pulse Chain, like this ecosystem or Hex, you're totally wrong, because the only thing unique and actually good about this scenario is that we know the wallet. We see the wallet. It's on chain. Everybody, the whole goddamn community is paying attention to it, and even apparently having the guy on stream, if that was the guy. So we're seeing all that. You don't see that when you're in Polygon Matic. You don't see that when you're in Solana. You don't see it when you're in these other tokens. You just get dumped on massively at some point. You have no idea who the people are. So yeah.
Johnny was shaking in his boots.
Yeah, Johnny came on that stream a little bit later, actually. That was an awesome stream. I mean, it was like 3 hours or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It is what it is. So I don't know what's up with that Alex guy now, but he is apparently out. So we'll wait and see what whale everybody wants to pay attention to next, and move on from there.
Yep. In 2 years, we'll be remember when that guy bought all that on stream, and that's what it'll be. It'll be a funny story. So
yeah, for sure.